Alright, so referencing little drawer storage unit that pulled out of a dumpster probably 10 years ago. Some drawers that fit it that I pulled out of a dumpster, a different dumpster, maybe 10 years ago. We're disassembling, cleaning, and lubing slides and establishing, getting familiar with the technology. So anyway, these little guys have got rollers. They're really impressive with all the rollers they got, but they've got several different failure modes that involve the rollers falling out, and we're just sitting here evaluating and going to see what we can do to improve the situation. Oh, you're running. Oh, yeah. Look down, touch it. Yep. Okay. So one thing I'm finding, okay, there are balls in here and balls in here. And we're trying to establish how we can get some back in this side where the balls have fallen out. Okay, and at the moment, I am noticing that as we there's a gap right there. I think I can get a couple of balls in there. But then when I do that, that's going to take up the clearance up here. And how are we going to do this? That's what we're trying to figure out. Okay, I know it's hard for y'all to see, but these three, this one, and then there's one up top out of frame that are still intact. The most balls that I'm finding in these slots is three in each one. Okay, so we're going to do some math. I've got currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 loose ones I found. I've got one of these, which is odd, i.e. we have 7 of them. Which means that we can sacrifice these balls out of the odd one. And while we're here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 20 balls. I got 26 balls that I can use to try and rebuild these guys. So we're going to work on that technology for a minute and see if we can come up with a strategy. And while I got you here and I'm thinking about it, so we have 7 potential, but because of the odd one, we're going to only end up with 3 pairs, which means that when I'm done, only these bottom or maybe the top 3, although I don't like not having weight in the bottom. I usually like to put weight in the bottom. Anyway, we'll probably end up with 3 functioning drawers when we're done. And one thing I neglected to show y'all was how these come out, these guys. And they're just handy little clippy things, but there are, this piece, they are left and right, but it just slides in, and then you have to use a screwdriver to pry out and a hammer to tap up. Excuse me. Yeah. You see the little square holes? There are corresponding tabbies. All right. And you get that guy in there, and I'm not going to hammer it back in, but to get them out, I pulled these out just so I could get familiar with the, you got to put a screwdriver in the top, get it to deflect a little bit, and then tap up with a little hammer. Okay. I mean a little hammer, so that you don't destroy it. All right. Okay, so as we're fiddle-farting around and evaluating and thinking about how we want to do this, we have established, I believe these pieces right here are the same left and right. Okay? These pieces are different left and right. Okay, see this tabby here goes that way, this tabby here goes that way. So we got to be, I didn't want to just knock all these out and throw them in a bucket. Okay, because anyway. So I got 3 intact on the right hand side. We're going to take these 2, or excuse me, yep, we got to take these 2 out, move one of them up here, get this one out, and then move the other one there. Okay, these things are full of gack. They need to be cleaned. All right, and I think we've come up with a strategy to get balls back in all these things as well. Okay, while we're sitting here, I'm going to give y'all a demonstration of what it takes to assemble and disassemble. Can y'all, how much can y'all see right there? There. You can see right there. Okay. All right, so we'll start with this bottom one here. You got to get in there and just get this to deflect a little bit. Come on. Yeah. Watch it make a liar out of it. Okay, so we'll close it for a minute. Here. Yep. Just a little bit right there. Come on. Where are you? Come on. There you go. All right. Now, we have a love-hate relationship with gravity. All right, do not turn these sideways. It comes right out. We're gonna put her right back in. Give her a little tap here. There you go. And that's how you move them around if you need to. Alright. Alright, because these are all assembled and they all have their balls still, I do not want to disassemble them. But one of the major ordeals I'm finding are these tracks right here are full of gack. Okay, full of gack, and I'm simply going to take some WD-40 and microfiber towels and get all that gack out, and then we're going to put just the slightest little amount of grease back in there. All right. Okay, so something I figured out seemed to work pretty good for me. Rubbing alcohol. Just hose everything down with rubbing alcohol, and then every once in a while wipe it down. Okay, I've done these top two. Very friendly. Have yet to do this one, and it's okay. So just squirting everything with rubbing alcohol, and then just push it through, push the balls through it, and that loosens stuff. I don't know if y'all can see that. I'm sorry. Anyway, see that come up. Yeah, I ain't even touched that yet, and it's loose. Okay, and then take your rag, and wipe all that gack out. Okay. And please forgive me, but there's some poor child in China that's assembling thousands of these things a day. And they just can't be that complicated, so. Alright, and then we're just going to take some WD-40. Alright, we're done with this side. But now comes this side where everything's come apart. And here again, we're going to have to clean and de-gack and all that stuff. But I'm really thinking to get the balls back in on the outer carriers, I'm probably going to have to bend this tabby. I'll clue you all in if that's what ends up happening. Alright, I think I've come up with a strategy. And hopefully this slide isn't in y'all here. There. So we've got to get 3 balls on this side and 3 balls on this side. Okay, and these things are kind of a machined, well, not machined, but an interference situation Okay, which means that if you get 3 balls on this side, there's a little tabby here that won't let you get 3 balls in on the other side. Okay, there's little tabbies on the end of this. There's little tabbies on the inside of this, and all this is designed to hold the balls in. Okay, and this actually, I think the reason it failed is because this is the bottom, and when you pull these drawers out when they're real heavy, this is the bottom. Yeah. And you can see some deflection in there. So if I can remember, we're going to deal with that as well. But the strategy I'm come up with, there's these little rubber bumpers right here. And a tab. Okay. And this little rubber bumper will come out. We're going to put him right there. And then we're going to grab this guy. Whoop. We're going to grab this guy with a pair of vice grips. Okay, and these are another tool I've had about 20 years. These are lifesavers. These are primarily designed for rounded off bolts and nuts. But we're going to grab that guy right there. Okay, come on, get on there. And we're going to very carefully and not aggressively bend him. Okay, and what that's going to do is we will now be able, okay, and we've got some rebuild over here to reference, make sure we're in the right orientation and all that, yeah. But I think we can now possibly slide that all the way. Uh-oh. Come on. Yep. Okay. So now we can sneak some balls in there. All right. What that's going to involve is a little bit of grease. Come on. There we go. All right. So see the little tabby here and the little channel. Okay. We've got some Lucas red and tacky. Cannot say enough about Lucas product line. If it says Lucas, I use it. So we're going to take just the slightest amount and put it right there. We're going to put a ball right there. Come on. There we go. You make sure they're clean. Well, they ain't got to be perfectly clean, but a ball right there. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and put those 3 forward a little bit, if we can. Come on, cooperate, please. I'm not married to you. Come on. Oh, come on. Oh, I see. Hold on. Okay, so not cooperating because of an elevation issue. Okay, but you see the grease trick? I haven't dropped them yet. All right. I'm going to have to get a little bit more here. And I'm not trying to flatten this. I'm just trying to open it to the point where I can achieve what I want to do. All right. A little bit more. Okay. Get in there. Come on. There we go. Now those down. All right. So now we're going to slide you all that way a little bit. All right. Flip this over. Just a touch more grease. Little magnetic probe. That's one of the first specialty tools I ever bought off a tool truck right there. Okay, here we go with stories. Come on, hold on, get on there. Let me finish this and then I'll tell a story. Come on. Come on. All right. When you're a young and up-and-coming mechanic, the tool truck can be a fantasy. Okay? There are wonderful things that do wonderful things on the tool truck. And I just dropped the last ball. Hold on. Gotta find it real quick. Hold on. I know you're there. You are. And so anyway, the tool trucks run real hard with the Mary Kay marketing strategy. Where are they? How many? All right, 2. Yep. Okay. And a lot of profit to be made there. A lot of debt to be acquired there. Nope, that's not good. And anyway, early in my career, I was making house payments on my toolbox. And guys, listen to me, it's not hard to get there. Okay, you got to be real careful about what you decide you want. Okay, all right. We have the 3 balls, top and bottom in. Come on. Please cooperate with me. All right, why won't you? All right, keep digging. That's all I can say. Keep digging, because I know they're in there. Find a place where you can pry on something. Come on. Okay, almost. A lot of traction there. Okay, so may have to get a little aggressive. Come on. Because we're dealing with some serious interference going on here. Oh, that sounded good. All right. All right. All right, why won't you? You know you want to, but why won't you? All right. All right, we got them in. Okay, so before they try to escape, let's go ahead and close the door on them. There you go. Okay. Okay. And I think what's going on, they're not perfectly clean, like I told you you didn't have to do. So we're going to spread them out a little bit here. We're reaching in and moving the balls with this little picky. Come on. So they're not stacked up against each other and causing a breaking action, I think is what we're... Oh, wait a minute. And I was telling you about gravity being an issue. Come on. Oh, you're really starting to upset me. It should not be an issue. You should be able to keep going. Have I got them right? Yeah, they're in the right position, I believe. Maybe there's just still a bunch of gack that I don't know. All right, you need to stop stopping for sure. All right. Let's get aggressive then. Ow. Woo. Mm-hmm. I mean, that feels like rubber. What's going on? Well, okay. And I'm sorry for all the noise. Y'all are... And let's just drag these balls down some more. Oh, you're not happy at all. Okay. Gotcha. Come on. Oh, look at that. That's there. Okay. There we go. Now, so I bent my tabby back up. We're going to put her bumper back on. Now, one thing I was telling you, this guy right here, if you look, right, as it's hanging, y'all should be able to see that this is a real nice 90 degree. But this is opened up. It's like 90, yeah. And so that's, the balls probably fall out of that. Let's see if we can achieve what I want here. Possibly. And that might do it. So we're gonna guesstimate where we want it to end up. About there. We're gonna close this up a little bit. About like that. I think I put a dent in it. There we go. So anyway, that's a slider I can use again. All right. All right, so I'm working on getting the balls in on the second one. And I proceeded to not use enough grease. And when I went to do the hooky deal, well, I had one just roll out and disappear. Okay, so remember I was talking about a sacrificial one. 20 balls. I was going to have to do this anyway, but here we go. Let's see here. I expect if I just... Yep, here they come. All right, let go. We're going to put this screwdriver in right here, and that is just going to, boom. There we go. Got a ball. And seeing as it escaped this way, we're just going to put her in that way. All right. Anyway, that's the next trick. Alright guys, I apologize. We got weather moving in. I'm losing all my light. But we have managed to get one functioning. So anyway, I hope what little bit I was able to share can help you achieve where you're all going. Alright, thanks a lot. Let's all be good to each other. Let's count ourselves blessed. And let's all have a better tomorrow. Thank you.